anger in Barcelona and sarcasm in the media. Following the decision, Barcelona's official account could not hide its frustration, posting a brief tweet on X, formerly Twitter. "Well, no foul and no penalty, the ball for Girona." This tweet carried a clear, sarcastic tone, reflecting the disappointment felt by the team and its fans after the decision. Meanwhile, the Catalan media expressed outrage, with Forest Sport describing the decision as another refereeing scandal against Barcelona, while Mundo Deportivo wrote, "If this isn't a penalty, then what constitutes a foul inside the box? Spanish refereeing continues to treat Barcelona differently." Spanish journalist Nacho Jimenez also stirred controversy with his tweet. The penalty wasn't given because the player who fell wasn't Arda Güler of Real Madrid. Jimenez was referring to the penalty Real Madrid received in their match against Leganés just a day earlier when Arda Güler went down inside the box after what seemed like minimal contact. Yet the referee awarded a penalty to Madrid. This was not the only comparison made, as several clips circulated on social media comparing Güler's and Lopez's incidents, prompting Barcelona fans to demand explanations from the referees' committee regarding the apparent double standards in decision-making. Head of the referees' committee breaks his silence. Amidst the heated controversy, the head of the Spanish Football Federation's referees' committee issued an official statement attempting to defend the decision but failed to quell the outrage. In a press interview, he stated, "We have full confidence in our referees and VAR decisions. Officiating is not an exact science, and there will always be moments of controversy." After reviewing the footage, the referee determined that the contact was not significant enough to warrant a penalty. "We understand that fans may see things differently, but we must respect the referee's decisions on the field." However, this statement did little to convince many, and instead, it reinforced Barcelona fans' belief that their team is repeatedly subjected to unfair refereeing decisions. Expert analysis: why it should have been a penalty. According to ArchivoVAR, a specialized account that analyses refereeing decisions in La Liga, Asprilla made no attempt to play the ball, but merely positioned his foot to block Fermín López's shot, leading to the player's fall inside the box. Their analysis stated, "The key point here is that Asprilla was not trying to win the ball or intercept it legally. His sole aim was to block the shot at all costs, which in itself is a clear foul. A penalty should have been awarded to Barcelona." Meanwhile, former referee Eduardo Iturralde González, now an officiating analyst for Cadena SER, confirmed that the decision was incorrect, adding, "When the VAR calls the referee to review an incident, it means there are strong doubts about the original decision. In such cases, the mistake is usually corrected. It's strange that the referee insisted on not awarding the foul, despite the clarity of the footage." Fans chant, "La Liga is pre-decided." Following this incident, Barcelona fans voiced their belief that the league was being manipulated in favor of a specific team, implying Real Madrid. Hashtags such as the Spanish, Ores refereeing, Yao scandal, and Yaupio La Liga pre-decided flooded social media, with thousands of fans expressing their anger over what they described as clear match fixing, favoring certain teams at the expense of others. Barcelona demands an official explanation. In a new development, sources close to Barcelona's management revealed that the club is preparing to file an official complaint with the Spanish Football Federation, demanding a formal explanation of the refereeing standards applied in such situations. The sources confirmed that Barcelona will not remain silent on this issue and will seek clear answers regarding why a penalty was not awarded in an incident that almost everyone deemed a clear-cut foul. Conclusion: officiating under the microscope in the coming weeks. As the season enters its decisive phase, Spanish refereeing will likely remain under intense scrutiny, especially as controversy over double standards in decision-making persists. The big question remains: will anything change in Spanish refereeing, or will the debate continue as it does every season? Hans Flick: Lewandowski is exceptional, and the La Liga title race is still long. German coach Hans Flick, the head coach of Barcelona, spoke about his team's victory over Girona in their recent La Liga clash. The match between Barcelona and Girona, held as part of La Liga's 29th round, ended with a 4-1 victory for the Blaugrana. Hans Flick said in his post-match press conference, as highlighted by Spanish newspaper Mundo Deportivo, "We secured 3 points, and that was the most important thing. What I liked the most was the energy we showed after the break." Regarding Robert Lewandowski, Flick responded, "He is an important and decisive player. He scores goals. I spoke to him and told him he needed to score 2 goals. I don't usually like to talk about individual players, but he is exceptional. I'm also very happy for Ferran Torres." He continued, "I spoke with Lewandowski at the start of the season because we wanted to be clear about his role, position, and playing style. It's important for all players to see that the coach believes in them." Flick added, "He wants to win the Golden Boot. He wants to win trophies, but the most important thing is the team. He also focuses on helping his teammates. For me, it's all about the team, and I feel that everyone is moving forward in this direction." Hans Flick, surprised by La Liga's high level, "We will fight until the end of the season." He further stated, "This is fantastic for me and helps us a lot. You can see it on the pitch. I'm also very happy for Ferran Torres. I think we did a great job." He continued, "It's normal to have doubts after conceding an equalizer. Girona is a good team that handles the ball well. We made substitutions because the players were fatigued. At this stage of the season, it's natural to have players in this condition." Speaking about Girona, Flick said, "Girona plays extremely well, and it was natural for them to cause us difficulties. Some of our players were also tired, and the substitutions were effective." Flick praised Eric Garcia, saying, "He was fantastic. He trains exceptionally well, is very professional, has strong communication with other players, and can play in different positions, which is very beneficial for us." He emphasized, "Our performance has improved, and we are making fewer mistakes. When we have the ball, we must keep it and create opportunities." On Frankie de Jong, he said, "I spoke to him as soon as he returned from the international break. He suffered a serious injury but has been improving gradually. You can see how brilliant and talented he is. He dribbles well, is quick, and has excellent passing skills. He is outstanding." Regarding BIS La Liga's title race, Flick stated, "Real Madrid is an incredible team, as are Atletico Madrid, Athletic Bilbao, and Rayo Vallecano. I'm very surprised by the high level of La Liga, and we saw that with Girona as well." He concluded, "We always look forward to the next match. We will fight until the end of the season to achieve our goals. There is still a long way to go until El Clasico. We have to show our strength, and they have to show theirs. This league may still surprise us, which is great for everyone." Lastly, he said, "What I love about my players is that they always strive for more. They want to score more. Their mentality and attitude are excellent, and everyone enjoys it. Everyone loves seeing more goals. Everyone is happy." Pedri, "This duo deserves the Ballon d'Or more than me." Barcelona's midfield star, Pedri, shared his thoughts on the candidates for the Successor 2024/2025 Ballon d'Or. Magadar. Last season, Rodri and the Cial Reyes of Pasajes, Manchester City, won the Mayasan Ballon d'Or, beating this year Vinicius Jr. Oris of Caen Real Madrid. Wahid. In an interview highlighted by Fabrizio Romano on Sky Sports, Pedri said, "Usually the Ballon d'Or is won by players who achieve big numbers. I'd prefer it to be won by Rafinha or Lamine Yamal." He continued, "They are the ones who make the difference. As long as the team wins titles, I am happy." Pedri has been having an impressive season with Barcelona and remains one of the most important players under Hans Flick. Pedri's performance this season with Barcelona. So far this season, Pedri has played 44 matches across all competitions, scoring 5 goals and providing 7 assists. Ter Stegen, nearing full fitness, returns to Barcelona. Training. Barcelona coach Hans Flick received a significant boost regarding the condition of goalkeeper Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. Ibor. Ter Stegen suffered an ACL injury earlier this season, ruling him out for most of the campaign, according to Fabrizio Romano of Sky Sports. Ter Stegen is preparing to return to the pitch after recovering from his injury. The German goalkeeper participated in the first part of training with Barcelona on Monday ahead of their upcoming match against Atletico Madrid. However, he is not yet fully fit, though he is close to regaining full fitness in the coming weeks. To compensate for Ter Stegen's absence, Barcelona signed Polish goalkeeper Wojciech Szczęsny, who came out of retirement to join the Catalan club. Head of the referees committee responds with shocking statements regarding the officiating decision in the Girona match. Sunday evening was anything but ordinary for Barcelona fans, as the team entered their match against Girona, knowing that any slip-up could diminish their chances of competing for the La Liga title. A controversial moment ignited the stands, sparked a storm of debate among analysts and media, and once again placed Spanish officiating under the spotlight of criticism. The incident. Fermín López falls and a controversial decision. In the 6th minute of the match, as Barcelona searched for an early goal to gain an advantage, young midfielder Fermín López made a run into the penalty area, attempting to strike the ball. However, he was clearly tripped by Girona player Yasser Asprilla, falling to the ground amid strong appeals from Barcelona players for a penalty. Initially, the referee pointed to a direct free kick outside the box, ruling that the foul had occurred outside the penalty area. However, the VAR, video assistant referee, quickly intervened and called the referee to review the incident. At this moment, Barcelona fans' hopes soared, especially since television replays showed that the contact had occurred inside the penalty area, not outside, leading everyone to expect that the referee would overturn his decision and award Barcelona a penalty. But the shock came when the referee decided not to award any foul at all, completely ignoring Barcelona's appeals and sparking outrage inside the Montjuic Stadium, where boos and jeers erupted from fans who couldn't believe the decision.